The American dream drifting further and further away as a new Bankrate poll finds 77% of Americans have financial regrets. One of those, not saving early enough for retirement and not saving enough for emergencies. Emergencies like the housing crisis we're currently facing, as a Wall Street Journal poll finds only 10% of people polled say homeownership is easy to achieve.
Financial coach and co-host of The Ramsey Show, Jade Warshaw, joins us now. Jade, good to see you. So for those people who find themselves in the position of not saving enough for retirement or not saving enough for an emergency in their life, what advice do you have? What can they do? How can they redo things? You don't get time back, but what advice do you have to help them make it up?
Yeah, thanks for having me. Listen, I relate to that 77% of Americans. I know a little something about regret, right? My husband and I had $280,000 of student loans, and we had cars we couldn't afford, and we did the whole credit card thing, and we had to spend 7.5 years getting that mess cleaned up, paying off the debt, and then another set of years saving up to finally buy a house. And so I totally understand it. The thing here is we can't let a long timeline keep us from moving forward. We've got to embrace that. It's not a microwave. Commit to the journey.
My mom always told me to live small, and she meant that in a very big way and in a much more granular way. But it was to just live in a way that you could afford and manage yourself. And Jade, I want to ask you about this. One thing, if people want to buy a house, they really have to think about getting up and moving somewhere to the Midwest. I just bought a house in Ohio. It's one of the only places in America where homes are really reasonably priced.
You know, my colleague, Dr. John Deloney, would say we've got to choose reality. And the reality is, you're exactly right, Dagan. For some of us, it may be moving to an area where things are less expensive. For a lot of Americans, it's simply getting their financial house in order. And for a lot of us, we've got to change our habits. We've got to stop borrowing money, because for a lot of us, our debt is what's eating up so much of our cash. It's not allowing us to afford the house payment that maybe we would like. And so there's a part of this where we've got to change our behavior. Like I said before, we've got to embrace that longer timeline. It took my husband and I a decade before we stopped renting and were able to purchase a home. And so Americans, we have to realize this is taking longer. Yes, I know it's not fun, but it's still achievable. It may take you changing your habits. It may take you accepting a different type of position in a place where it's less expensive.
I love that. Live in reality. See what houses cost more. Interest rates are higher. You have to save longer, but do it to get the house and live the dream. All right. While old Joe enjoys his days off at the beach, the luxury of retirement seems to be a thing of the past for most Americans. But it's Gen Z who who needs the sympathy, according to one Washington Post columnist, who, by the way, was an intern just until this summer. He says, quote, "As older workers stay in their jobs longer, younger people start off in comparatively lower paying positions and move up more slowly. They often have to wait decades for promotions." And so, again, we have older people, 70s and 80s, still working, maybe taking jobs away from younger people. But isn't that a symptom of the problem, that they don't have enough money for retirement? They have to keep working.
Yeah, you know, listen, retirement is a relatively new concept. I mean, it used to be you kind of just work until you die, right? Yeah. And with positions now, it's more comfortable to work longer. And part of it is, yes, we don't have enough money to retire. And part of it is, it's just this healthy component of wanting to stay active, wanting to stay productive in society. And so we do understand that. But I think we, you know, younger generations have to treat it just like anything else. When you do your job research, you need to find out, okay, how likely is it for me to be able to move up, you know, in my career? How long might that take? And factor that in when you're making these decisions about education and what your career path is going to be. And at the very least, the way the world is today, there are so many options. If you want to create your own path and become an entrepreneur, now's the time to do it.
Right. It sounded a little whiny. I thought, it's like, all these older people need to get out of my way so I can move ahead in life. I don't think it's the older people's problem. Jade, great to see you always. Jade Warshaw.
Thanks, Jade.